thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A very solid gain of 27. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 19. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's a second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Here we go. White 90. White
90. And they'll run it here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Ohio! Flex round!
They're going to look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession.
Lucky 56. 58, come on. Rebuzz. Leopard. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Gun.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ohio.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. looking to throw. Steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Party, party! Over!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey. 4 down. You.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Now the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the two teams will head to the lock. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad...
He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Ohio! Ohio!
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 30. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And out come the Dolphins now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. That's what you don't want to do.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Hey, boys, got four down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Flex round.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. This one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially a point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Cut!
Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ohio! Let's go! What? 9!
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. Fights loose. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they'll start on the ground with Drone. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And he coughed it up, and the Dolphins have got it. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because Maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. They're going to look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Detroit! Detroit! 4 down. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Desmond King making the tackle. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, now, look at 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Flex round.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jets have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete, and this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.